So the question was, out of the entire world's population, what percentage is white? There are people who said 60-80.
Now, before we continue watching this video, we are going to see the original video where this guy was asking a group of people this question. Now, what could be the answer? Hey guys, it's your girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. I trust you guys are having a beautiful and wonderful time today. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. Now let's see the original video. Trust me, the answers these guys gave would blow your mind. And mind you, I have to be honest with you, I have never thought about this question before. Now seeing this video, in my own opinion, it is very interesting watching them, basically giving their answers to the question. Stay with me, guys. Let's check this video out.
What percent of the world's population is white?
63, 42,
51.
70.
40,
30 or 20?
70,
80.
24%,
70? 20, 30?
43,
24.
20, 30.
80%.
Zero.
What if I told you it was 7%?
7%?
7%.
Only 7%?
Yeah.
No
The
way.
whole world.
Your white people are like top of the world.
7%.
7? What?
7 to 8% is white.
Hang on. That's not true.
It's true.
No, it's not.
It's below 10%.
Nah, that's both.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's 7.
shit. And I'm about to be a teacher.
Ah,
Don't learn from me, brother.
Taking the piece, bro.
No, it's a real. It's below 10%. Some estimates put it 7 to 8%.
What's this 6 on? I'll show you.
Ozpill.
Yeah, Ozpill. Yeah.
Wait, post me, yeah? Yeah, you'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna do a voiceover here because I did not know that my microphone was off, and that is really bad of me. Please pardon me. Did y'all see the guy that said 0? Like, I could not believe that. Now, I took some screenshots of comments. I just want you to please read these ones on your screen. What people in the comment were saying, y'all want to erase us. Now, I have to be honest with you. Like I said, I do not know this, and I'm going to do my own research. Now, this is a very interesting video that I thought to share. Now, the video is going viral, a lot of stitches and duets. I thought to put together some stitches so we can hear people's opinion, like what are people saying about this video. Please stay with me, guys. Let's do our research, and if you know already, let us know in the comment. Now remember, this video is for educational purposes only. It is not to bully anyone nor harass anyone, but it's just to create awareness so we all can see and know what is happening around us. Check the stitches out.
So the question was, out of the entire world's population, what percentage is white? There are people who said 60-80. Somebody even said 90. Do you know what the real answer is? It's 7%. 7%. That means they don't even have the numbers to keep up white supremacy. What that means is either we're letting them keep it up or we're actively helping them keep it up because they don't have the manpower to do it by themselves. What if we all collectively said, I don't want to be in a place or support the ideas of white supremacy? It would be over. There's too many of us versus them. It would be over. This is such a game changer for me. This is like the moment where I heard the word colonizer. Or even when I saw how they treated Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. 7%? They're only there because we keep them there. That's crazy! So the question was, out of the entire world's population, what percentage is white?
Hi there, ma'am. I agree with you that when you asked the question, I was like thinking, what's the number of the population of the world that is white? And I guessed about 10%, so I was a little off. If it's only 7, I don't doubt it. China and India have huge populations. There's a whole bunch of people in Africa. There's a lot of not white people in this world. But your point's kind of irrelevant because it matters which country you're in. Like in America, and let me stress again, white supremacy is bullshit. I judge people on their abilities, skills, what they do. I do not judge you on your skin tone. I don't give a fuck what color your skin is. When I'm hiring somebody, all I care about is your past performance, your abilities, your skills, and your moral character. I could give a shit less what color your skin is. Having said that, America has enough white people in it that we just recently had schmazzies walking down the street, and to my knowledge, they still have not been arrested for doing that. Because that is a hate crime. But they're getting let off the hook. And why? Because America is still mostly white. That's going to change in probably about 20 years. Even if they deport immigrants and do whatever like Donald Trump wants to do, he's just stalling the inevitable. It's, and there's nothing wrong with that. We don't have to be a white country, but right now the country is mostly white, and this allows white supremacists to get away with their fucking bullshit. The world population don't matter. What's going on in India does not fucking matter. What's going on in China doesn't fucking matter. What's going on in Africa doesn't fucking matter. We live in America. And that's why you try to do a schmaltzy march in freaking India and say that the brown people are bad and we're the good thing, that we're white supremacists. You're going to have a bad fucking day in India or in China or in anywhere in Africa except maybe South Africa. That's a noted exception. The point being, the world population doesn't matter because we all live in countries. So your country's population is what allows for things like white supremacy. I would love to put an end to it. I'm pretty much too old to breed, but I would love to make a brown baby. like just to contribute to the end of this idea that white, black, brown, this goes for everything. The misogyny, that's very prevalent all over the world. But do men outnumber women? No, they do not. Go look up those numbers. In every country, generally, women outnumber the men. Not by a lot, but by a bit. So it's not all about the numbers. It's about power. It's about money. And it's about weak people that they don't want a fair fight. They want an advantage. When I run a race, a 100-yard dash, I don't do it anymore, except I'm old fart now. But when I run a 100-yard dash, I want to start on the 0-yard line right next to my competitor. I'm not trying to guarantee myself a 30-yard head start. That's what white supremacy is really about. And by the way, there are other supremacists that are not white in other parts of the world. Not everything's about America. But here, we do have a problem with white supremacy. And the only thing we can do about it is, in addition to the people of color, we white folks have to shut it down wherever we see it. Fortunately, where I live, we don't really have that problem. But if the schmazzies ever show up here, I have a small arsenal. I'm not afraid to confront them. Because I'm not, that song that they love so much, that Try It in a Small Town? Well, this ain't a small town. This is Niagara Falls. It's mid. But you bring your schmazzy ass in here, you're going to go out in a bad way. We're not having it here. Around here, black people and white people, we fucking talk to each other, we hang out. We're all good. And we just got to get the rest of the country like that, because there's some very white parts of the country that promote and foster this white supremacy idea. That shit won't fly in Niagara Falls, I can tell you that.
7%. That means they don't even have the number.
All right, go back and watch that video and then come right back. All right, so I did some research on this, and it's actually not 7%. So this was just updated about a week ago. And as you can see, it's actually anywhere between 20 to 25%. And given the fact that there is a little over 1 billion white people in the world, in the United States, 75% of the United States population is white. But here's the one that really gets to me. This one right here, white alone, not Hispanic or Latino, meaning that they are white but not Hispanic, which would categorize them over here, which would bring them probably up to about 90%. So yeah, it's not 7%, it's about 25%, and about 90% of them live over here.
We don't even have the numbers to keep up white supremacy. What that means is,
this is probably controversial, especially for white people, because white folks tend to not like hearing this out loud. But our society has entwined us with racism so in our everyday life that most of the time white folks don't even realize they're being racist. I used to be that person in my 20s, in my early 30s. Dumb is an understatement. The things I said to my sister from another mister, who is a black woman, why she never slapped the ever-loving shit out of me or knocked me into next week, I do not know. Because I would have if I knew what she knew. The things I said during the Freddie Gray marches in Baltimore were awful and felt normal because I just thought that was, this is where I was raised. My mother's mother was a plantation owner. Yeah, and we would celebrate my great grandmother every year at Fort McHenry. And it's like, if I realized what I needed to realize later in life earlier, I could have saved myself a lot of embarrassment. But to say that my parents aided in that is an understatement, because my mother legitimately, my parents bought my clothes until I had a job and purchased my own things. And that wasn't until I had a job at 15, but I really was not allowed to go anywhere by myself to shop. So I would have to go with my mom, who would ultimately pay for it because she was my parent. But she would pick things out for me to wear, and one of those things was a shirt. It was a black t-shirt that had white letters, and the letters said 100% black. Now, me being a dumbass teenager thought that was hilarious because it's, the shirt is black. See, that's what it means. The fact that I didn't get my ass kicked more. And I thank my mother for that, because that, but most white people do not realize exactly how racist they are. And that, maybe not most, the smart ones may not realize that they are being racist until somebody is like, I had a friend actually stop speaking to me because of some of the things I said during the Freddie Gray, and I do not blame him. Didn't know, was naive, not an excuse, but apologizing to my sister from another mister because I was so racist to her blatantly, and she never stopped being my friend. I think it was because she knew that I was, in my heart, I meant well, and I just wasn't smart in that way, smart enough. But yeah, I'm going to say it. Most white folks are inherently racist because of how society has made it. I mean, we live in a misogynistic, patriarchal, racist society where white people are the minority and they hate it. I saw an interview with a guy who said that black people were not as smart as white people. And I said, I beg to differ. This last election proved that black people are much more intelligent than us white folk. Especially the women Republicans and the black Republican Trump supporters and the gay Republican conservative Trump supporters, who are all pick-me's, by the way. They want to be a part of that group, but they will never be a part of that group, unfortunately. And why would you want to? To be honest, I would not want to be associated with a group that does nothing but hate. I mean, you cannot spell hatred without red hat. So again, I apologize if I said anything that was inappropriate. But this is my opinion. And if you disagree, by all means, let me know. Perhaps you'll change my mind. I don't know. Doubt it.
7%. That means
They're beginning to believe. Yeah, the problem is, it's not even about color. It never has been. That's just another side tactic to keep us all divided, you know. That's part of it, for sure. But the real problem is the billionaires, dude. You know, it's the same families that profited off of slavery, you know, same families from Rome and stuff. Like, if you're not them, they don't care what you look like, you know. It's everybody else that holds up white supremacy. It's all the people of color that act like colonizers. It's the other people that don't want to be that example of slavery or Native Americans that uphold it also. They're tricked into doing so also, you know, through our education system and just years and years of being brutalized and colonized to an extent to where we're brainwashed. We don't even remember who we are anymore. You know, we're all taken away from our homelands on purpose. You know, they divide us from these biodiversities that make up our genetic code, our DNA, and you forget your ancestors. You forget who you are. And if you're divided from who you are and your whole family, this idea of individualism is what really upholds the supremacy ideologies. You know, you know, all the scientists, all these people you think invented everything, they didn't. They colonized it, you know. Everything out there is in nature. Everything already exists. These are all just bastardized versions of them, you know, those powers. You know, electricity's free, bro. It comes from the damn earth. Why are we paying for that shit? You know, what we really have to do is to decenter all these wrong ways, you know, decenter the patriarchy also. What you really have to start out with is to decenter luxury. You know, at some point, people really quit fostering communities and like propped up objects, and were sold on this American dream that we're just now waking up to. That's been a lie. You know, it's all falsified. It's all fraud. You know, the people running shit don't even have to be here anymore. We're already mining everything from the earth, stealing all its resources and giving it up to them. For what? You know, for crumbs in return? To make you more dependent on the colony when you're giving up your natural resources that just are abundant beforehand. You know, I feel like everything was a lie. It was just a lie to steal from all indigenous peoples all across the world. There's this idea of luxury and having to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and go to work by yourself and deal with all your shit by yourself and have your own house and car and all this shit. And it all upholds the same systems that subjugate everybody. You know, I denounce it. I'm not doing it. I don't give a shit. So what you really have to do is decenter luxury, connect with your roots. Strong roots is the foundation right there, man. And then you branch out. You know, that's where it starts. A colonizer is a mindset which can look like anybody. As soon as you wash your brain from that gunk and remember who you are, that's when you really start beating the matrix, man.
So the question was, Out of the entire world's population, what percentage is white?
No, but let's talk about it, because internalized racism is 1,000% one of the colonizers' greatest weapons. It is one that eats us from the inside out and then spreads into our communities. And what that looks like in reality is us not being able to come together. Us perpetuating racism through colorism, through abuse of power, through TikTok chats, because it's a shit show out there. But that's their greatest weapon. It's internalized racism. That's how they maintain their control. Because no matter what, we will find a reason to either be angry with ourselves or amongst ourselves before we ever decide that the only thing working against us is us. I hope this information helps you feel empowered. And I also hope that just becoming aware isn't where you stop, and instead start holding yourself accountable and doing the work to decolonize. Love y'all.
Okay, I love the fact that I'm learning new things. I'm learning a lot from you guys and, from these TikTok videos that I react to. And I'm going to do my own research, guys. And if you know, please be kind enough to share with us down in the comment section. And as always, remember to keep it respectful in the comment. And on your screen are some of the screenshots of comment. You know how we do it here. I grabbed so we all can see what other people said in the comment section of that video. What do you guys think? Like, one of the people that stitched the video said this is a controversial question or something, and already some white people in the comment are feeling some type of way, saying that people are trying to erase them. And seriously, guys, I was shocked hearing 7%. Please don't be mad at me. Don't come for me. I don't know it all. That is why I'm going to do my own research. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another video. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Take care. Bye.